Hello everybody, welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. Today stinks. It's raining like crazy outside, and then it's sunny. You can't really decide what the hell it wants to do outside. Am I allowed to say hell? It's heck. What the heck it's doing outside. I'm busy. You know, I'm really busy, and the last couple episodes have taken a lot out of me. I've been really trying to bring a lot of value from the educational standpoint. This has become a huge undertaking for me. WLTV, I've been out every day for the last 7 or 8 weeks, it feels like. And, you know, I'm just in the mood to taste like some good, over-the-top, ridiculously over-oaked, in some people's opinions, Chardonnay, and just enjoy them. I think it's really funny that a lot of people stay away or say they don't like California Chardonnay anymore because it's over-oaked. But what's wrong with that? That's the flavor profile. I mean, I think too many people have pigeonholed their wine tasting habits, and we talk about this all the time. And I'm going to show you a perfect example of when I drank California Chardonnay like this. I'm not a huge fan of the over-oaked Chardonnays either. But you know what? Some of these sometimes aren't as over-oaked as people say they are. And second of all, they're just really fun wines when they're oaky and creamy and buttery. You feel like you're going to the movies with that popcorn aspect that a lot of them tend to give. So I picked 3 perfect examples of this, things that I think should deliver. I have not had any of the vintages of these yet, so I'm excited about that. But most importantly, I think I'm pissed off and I want to drink some Chardonnay and just keep it light. So, house cleaning before I taste these, because there's so much going on. 1. This is the Riedel tasting glass. I've had this for a long time. I've got a bunch of them, as you know, and I don't know, we don't sell them. I don't know if they still sell them. I don't know even where I got them, but they were always meant out to be a tasting glass. You know, I've seen the other tasting glass, but this is not that. This is some sort of tasting glass that is supposed to be great for all types of wine or very solid. So I'm going to continue to use this because this is what I'm comfortable with. Again, yesterday, thinking back, you know, much more on the nose. We felt the differences in glass than on the flavor profile, but a lot of people have asked, a lot of people commented, what was I saying at the end of the show when I said the glass is not important? I was joking about that. A lot of people got that, but some didn't, so I apologize. I got to kind of watch myself a little bit, and most of all, I do believe glasses have a huge impact. Speaking of glasses, I would go Bordeaux, Syrah, Burgundy, and Chianti as your 4 house glasses. That's what I have. You know, obviously Champagne as well if you drink a lot like I do, but I find the Chianti works great for Sauvignon Blanc as well. Burgundy does the Pinot and the Chardonnays, Bordeaux. Syrah's great for Italian wines for me as well, and Syrah. So that's a little house cleaning. I don't know, I'm really nervous about Sunday. Maybe that's what's got me in this mood. I'm a little bit worried about the Lions, believe it or not, and it's a big game. Jets need it real bad. So I don't know, let's taste some wine. 2004 Ramey Hudson Chardonnay. Hudson Vineyard, world-class vineyard, planted in 1984. David Ramey, one of the best winemakers in all of California. 70% of the barrels are new. 100% French oak. $48. Traditionally a 93 to 94 point scored wine. Unscored, this is the 04, so it's young. Huge golden color. I'm definitely tasting the alcohol. It's coming through. It's a big boy. 14.5 alcohol content. Very buttery, butterscotch. I'm getting a hint of a little bit of melon. Nice long finish. Big wine. Massive wine. Great with salmon. Very buttery. There's that buttery popcorn. I mean, it feels like you just went to a movie. It's got really a little bit of caramel, but very heavy on the butter and buttered popcorn flavor. I like this wine. It's a solid effort. It's a very big wine, New World, not crisp, clean Burgundy, not limestone. No, this is oak, butter, you know, all the stuff that's great for your heart. I'm going to go 90 points in this wine. I like it. It's an extremely solid effort. It's a nice bottle of Chardonnay. QPR-wise, I don't know. You know, 90 for 50 bucks, maybe not the best of all time, but very solid Chardonnay. Robert Young, 2004 Alexander Valley Chardonnay. $37, 100% French oak, 40% of them are new each year. Robert Young, very similar, a lot of connections with Ramey, with the vineyards and Hudson and the clones, and there's some things on the back end there that are very similar. Again, $10 less, should be a very similar wine. I'm curious to see what happens. Nice golden color on this as well. This is coming from a little bit of a different direction on the nose. I'm tasting a little more fig, a little apple, pear. Nice wine, very elegant, very silky. Nice mouthfeel, nice long finish. Definitely getting the oak as well. But once again, this is a big boy, and this is great just to pop and drink by itself. I enjoy this wine quite a bit, and it's a little bit smoother and silkier than the Remy. I'm going to go 91 plus points on this. I'm enjoying this wine. This is a very, very elegant, well-made Chardonnay. Let's move on. Newton, 2003 unfiltered Chardonnay. $40, 95 points, Robert Parker. Before we get into this wine, question of the day. What is your favorite California Chardonnay of all time? I don't want to hear you don't drink California Chardonnay. I don't want to hear you put a Burgundy in there. California Chardonnay. And most importantly, if you don't have one, you have to go out and seek out a $20 to $40 California Chardonnay. You have to widen your horizons. There's a lot of fun wines in this category. They are what they are, but you know what? There's always a time and place for everything. So, anyway, very nice golden color in the Newton as well. 95 points, so I'm really curious where this is going to come in. This has a little bit of a melon kind of aspect on the nose. More citrusy than the other two. Little melon, little papaya, little mango. Nice mouthfeel. Very elegant, very complete. Well-made wine. Wow. Beginning, mid-palate finish. I'm really impressed. But the flavor profile is not that amazing. I definitely don't see where Bob goes 95 on this. I'm going to go 91 points on this Newton. It's a nice solid wine. It's an elegant wine, but nothing that really has changed my life. And definitely I don't see where the 95 points are coming in at all. So, questions. Let's answer some. Rob B says, Gary, how many different type of wine glasses should the average person have at home? I really enjoy the videos. Rob, answer to your question. Once again, I really think 4 different types is really a great way to go. It covers all the spectrums in my opinion. Again, we saw yesterday, on the nose you're getting a lot. Even thinking back, rewinding, I think the Camus 91 to 95 point range was a little bit too much. I mean, no big deal, but, you know, let's not live and die by every point. But the tasting notes are what's important. But, again, I think those 4 glasses I mentioned before are a really champion way to go. Seashell says, Gary, nice episode. Very practical. Why are you dressed like the Riddler from Batman? I don't know, Seashell. Why are you a blend of nacre, bone, and marrow? You know, you're a seashell. So, I don't know. You know, you've got that, I've got this. What are we going to do? Let's move on. Mark Mack says, question, what will you open if the Jets win a Super Bowl? Great, great question. I will open a huge can of emotion. I'll be crying all over myself, probably for about 6 weeks, and I will probably do at least 400,000 episodes of Blind Library TV in a 10-minute span, because that will be the day if it ever happens. A lot going on in my life. Gary Vaynerchuk, we'll see you next time.